Hi, my name is Helena Hallberg, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Joni Mitchell's A Case of You on the Appalachian Dulcimer. This is from her 1971 album Blue and is arguably one of her most famous songs. So this tutorial actually already exists. I made one 2 years ago, but honestly I've just been teaching and I have a better setup now. This one is probably going to be a little more clear and concise and a little more helpful, so feel free to explore that one, but this one is probably going to be a little more straightforward. Before we get started, I have a few acknowledgements per usual. The first one is the transcriptions. I did not make these transcriptions myself. I get all of my Joni Mitchell transcriptions off jonimitchell.com. If you don't know about this website, it is extremely helpful and cool, and it is a team of musicians that have put this database together and is completely free. You can download PDFs of your favorite Joni Mitchell songs. You can learn them on your own time, or you can come learn them here with me. So shout out to the team over at jonimitchell.com for these awesome transcriptions. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I love that website. Second thing I'll say is that this originally is played in C sharp, so all strings are tuned to C sharp. I am tuned to B currently, which is a whole step down. That's where I'll be for the tutorial today, so you can either follow along with me in B, or you can choose the original C sharp. The reason I'm doing this is because I play a lot in standard tuning, which is DAD, and I don't really want to bust a string doing this. Last thing I'll say on this dulcimer that I have an extra fret right here. We won't need it, but just so you know, if you get a little thrown off on the bottom end here, I do have an extra fret, which means that this is probably one big fret for you if you have a standard dulcimer. In my case, it is cut up into 2 smaller frets. But we don't need the extra fret anyway, so don't worry about it. The great thing about this song is that it is pretty straightforward. I know some of the other Joni Mitchell songs have some picking in them and have some cool intros and things. This is a pretty straightforward song, and it's one of my favorite Joni Mitchell songs because she lets the instrument do most of the work. You'll see exactly what I mean once we've learned this song together. All right, let's get started. Now, like I said just now, this song is great for especially when you're first starting out with the dulcimer because you're using this hand position essentially the whole time. So we're gonna start at the top. This is our home bass right here. This is 3 and 5. This is our home bass, and we're gonna slide up to 6 and 9. And then we're gonna go all the way up to 9 and 11. So basically where your middle finger was, that's where your index finger is going. We're gonna slide back down 1 fret. Then we go back to 6 and 9. And from here, we're gonna go down the fretboard. Now we're getting into the verse. It is a simplified version of what we just played. We're essentially just playing the chords that are outlining the intro. So we're still starting on 3 and 5, but we're gonna simplify it, so we're gonna go down towards the nut and then up. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. We're gonna jump up to 4 and 6. Constantly in the darkness. Back to 3 and 5. Where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the barn. And then that's repeated. On the back of a cartoon coaster, the blue TV screen light. Back up to 4 and 6. I drew a map of Canada down. Oh, Canada. With your up to 4 and 6 face sketched on it twice. Great. And then you go into the chorus. And the chorus starts also in a familiar place thanks to the intro. You're in my blood. We're on 6 and 9. You're in my blood. We're going down again. Like holy wine. 6 and 4. Taste so bitter. Stay on that 6 and 4. And so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you. Same as on Canada. Ooh, darling, and I would Where are we going? Old familiar, 4 and 6. Still be on my feet. I would still be on my... And then we're going back into the intro pattern. Feet. This pattern essentially just repeats one more time, and the intro is the last thing to be played on this song, and we've already got that, so you're in good shape. Thanks so much for joining today. Don't forget to check out my other Joni Mitchell tutorials and subscribe if you're interested. I make a lot of dulcimer music. I share a lot of my process as an artist and musician, so if that's something that sounds interesting to you, feel free to follow along. Otherwise, I will see you in the next tutorial.